What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Right now, we're sitting at $40,000. We're up 2.41%. And what I want to do is start on the 1-day time frame for Bitcoin, and we're actually going to work down to the 1 hour, or maybe even a little bit closer, because what we want to do is pay attention to the breakout that we got yesterday. Okay, and what you can see on the 1-day time frame here, guys, we did have a daily candle close outside of the top of this triangle that I've had drawn for a while now. And basically what we were doing here, we were measuring the size of this triangle, and we were measuring to the upside, and then we'll also measure to the downside as well. If we can get a nice strong breakout of here, and we can get over top of this 200 EMA in white, which is going to be very important. You can already see we've had a little bit of selling off pressure at that area. If we can get up through that in the resistance area of 41,403, I would look for a break up to where I have my alarm here at around 47,700. Right here, about 47,266 is the area that I have mine, excuse me. And you know, guys, this is still a tough area that we're in right now. I know some people are really excited that we're starting to break out through the top here, but we do have to pay attention on the daily here. You can see our breakout, it did not come on above average volume. You can see this volume line right here, this moving average. We were not up above it. It was not above average volume. Okay, so we still need to be careful because we do have all this overhead resistance still. This 200 EMA as well as that 50 and the 100 are still acting as overhead resistance, as well as this overhead resistance line at 41,403. Now, if we take 30% to the downside, just to give you an example here, guys, so say we do come back down into this area. If we go 30% to the downside, we would look at a breakdown around $23,000. If we do get one to the downside here, but we're not at that area yet, obviously, because we would still have to go back and test the bottom part of this triangle. Now, some of the bullish things, though, guys, along with us breaking out of that here, we have been holding, if you can see here, when we go all the way back, this white trend line in white here on the 1-day time frame, we are still holding that as support. So that is a big deal that we have been able to find some support off that. But yet again, guys, I just want to see more volume coming in. Okay, not saying that it can't come in. We have to continue to watch throughout the day, but that's something we do need to pay attention to. Okay, so now if we get into the 12-hour, and what we're going to be looking for is the trend change. So let's take a look at the 12. Okay, guys, so on the 12-hour time frame here, we're up above the 20, we're up above the 50, and we're heading up into this resistance area at 41,000. We're going to have to see what we do with that. Right now we have about average volume as we're attacking that area. You can see right here, this was our higher low that needs to continue to hold, and that's going to be at about 34,571. So that's the area we're going to want defended. And also, guys, if you get some from these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate you all being here with me today. And let me know, do you believe this is a true breakout for Bitcoin here? Do you think we're going to continue a nice move to the upside there around that 30% gain? Or do you think this is going to be one of those fake outs and then we start dropping back down into the triangle? I would love your guys' take on that. So basically what I did, guys, once I saw that we started to break out here, I took a small position in Bitcoin, a small long with a break-even stop right now, and I'm basically just going to continue to let it ride. If it falls back down, it'll be a break-even play, and it is what it is, and I'll look for the next great opportunity. But if we do start going up to some of those higher levels and we can get over this major resistance here, then we could get a nice little run, and I'm going to look up to some higher areas there around 47,000. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, just in a smaller position, still waiting for more confirmation from Bitcoin, because this is still a sticky spot for us here, guys, and we do need to be aware of that. So on the 4-hour time frame, it was good to see that we did have a nice 4-hour candle close outside of that, and it came on heavier volume there, above average volume on the 4-hour time frame. So that's a good thing to see. We'll get into the 1-hour time frame here. And also, if you guys are doing any positions, if you've been doing any trading, shorting, longing, anything, I'd love to hear that down low. So on the 1-hour time frame now, see we're having a little bit longer wicks right up in this area, and that's correlating around that $41,000. So we are having a little bit of a sell-off now right at that area. We wicked up to roughly 41,103. But the nice thing is on the 1-hour time frame, we are trading up above our 20, our 50, our 100, our 200, and our 250 there, which is going to be in yellow. Okay, so that's what you want to see, and that's how the trend change. We have to do it on the 1 hour, then we have to do it on the 4 hour, then we have to do it on the day and get back up above those moving averages. If we get into the technicals for Bitcoin, it's nice to see that we're back into the buy signal here. We have been a little bit more to the sell side and neutral. So on the 1 day now, we have a 7 sell, a 9 neutral and a 10 buy. Oscillators 1 sell, 8 neutral and a 2 buy. Moving averages 6 sell, 1 neutral and an 8 buy. If we get into the 1 week, we're a little bit more neutral right now. A 10 sell, 8 neutral and an 8 buy. Oscillators 3 sell, 7 neutral and a 1 buy. And this is something I always like to look, guys, because it's going to combine all these oscillators together, and it'll show you sell signals, neutral signals, buy signals. Something important to pay attention to, as well as the moving averages. It'll show you if you're trading below them or up above them. Okay, so that's something that's important for us to always look at as well. Well, guys, if we step back here on the 1-day time frame, the most important thing that I would say is for volume to continue to come in and for us to stay up above. I think a lot of people are probably underestimating this moving average right here. And this is going to be in yellow, this 250 EMA, or 250 moving average, excuse me. That's a really important one for the longer term health. You can see we were trading below it for a little bit. Let me pull these ones off. Okay. And now we have regained it. We had a candle close up above it, and we want to continue to trade up above that area. Because even here, that white trend line we were talking about, we were getting squeezed between that and this blue upper trend line here, as well as that 250. So this is an area that's, like we said, guys, waiting for more confirmation. But for me, I basically took a non-FOMO position. I believe it was around 38,000, right in that range, 38,000, a little bit of change. So for me right now, not up a ton, but it kind of kept me. You know, you don't want to FOMO into anything, and I saw a good opportunity. You put in your break-even stop, and you see what happens. So guys, that's the best thing that I can tell you, because we are still chopping sideways right now. I know we're breaking out through the top of this triangle, but we're running into that overhead resistance as well right now, and we're going to have to get up through that. If we get up through that, it's probably going to be a quick break up to around that 47,000, and then we'd have all this resistance to deal with. So we have to take this 1 day at a time, guys. Relative strength at 52 right now on the 1 day time frame, and we just got to see if we can continue to hold these support areas that I laid out for you. If you get something from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Want to make it quick for you all. I hope you appreciate that. God bless and take care.